to my channel. My name is Dali and today we're going to be looking at my failed attempt at nonewmangamay, which is a challenge on TikTok made by one of my mutuals. But before I begin, please like, comment, subscribe, and comment down below what was your favorite purchase for the month of May. So let's get started. So the first thing I have here is I will consider comedy, and it's Ran and the Grey World by Irie. If you've watched my previous hauls, you've noticed that I've spoken of her other work Go with the Clouds, North by Northwest. I decided to pick this up at Kinokuniya, and the art is beautiful. The illustration, just her work in general, is so beautiful. So I'm totally excited to start this new series. It has, I believe, 5 volumes in total, but it follows Ran and her journey in becoming the best sorceress in her village. I think it's like a village, and by doing so she wears these magical sneakers that make her an adult. And it's just so far from the synopsis that I've read, it seems like it's gonna be a very cute comedic slice of life slash fantasy setting kind of manga. So I'm really excited to read this one, and I highly suggest that you guys pick up both her works. They're just so beautiful. And yeah, Ran and the Grey World. The next one that I considered comedy is this one that's been having a buzz on TikTok, and it's Thigh High Relwa Hanamaru Academy. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering this, but the story in art is by Kotobuki, and it follows these high school students, boys, in this only boys high school. But the twist is that everyone wears skirts and bralettes, and it's basically a punch against gender norms and being able to wear whatever you want. It's really cute. I've read this previously being a Scanlation group, so I'm really excited and happy that I was able to get the actual physical copy for this one. There is a second volume coming out soon, so I want to see exactly how they progress and how the plot develops moving forward. But this one is really cute. The comedy is really funny. It's just something different and something that, you know, you really don't see in all boy high school settings if it's not BL. And this one, I'm pretty sure this isn't BL, but who knows, there is a second volume, so that might change. Moving forward to the LGBTQ plus section, I have some various mangas here, and the first one I'm going to talk about is Boys Run the Riot. So this one, I highly suggest picking this one up. Not only is the author trans, which is really amazing, having other people of different identities and sexualities prospering in the manga world, but also the main character is trans as well. So it's really great having these different perspectives in these types of media, so that other readers who might identify that way can feel themselves represented. And from what I've read on Twitter, I've seen the reviews and it's been highly praised. So please pick up Boys Run the Riot to support authors like this, so that other publishing houses can push these authors from these different types of backgrounds in terms of identities and sexuality, so that more perspectives and broader mangas can be delivered to everyone who enjoys this type of media. So the next one I have is one of my favorite BLs, and it's Liquor and Cigarette, and it's by Ranmaru Zariya. I basically own most of her work via Sublime, And this one is a one-shot, and this one is just super cute. It follows these two characters and their respective shops. So Theo, who runs a liquor store, and Camilo, who runs a cigarette store. So hence the name Liquor X Cigarettes. And how Theo comes to terms with his sexuality and learning to be open with his newfound relationship with Camilo, who is openly bisexual. And this is just a really good coming of age story, and just having really good communication in a relationship, be it if it's in friendship or something in a romantic setting. And I just really adore how the author, their communication, their dynamic, and just the different little quirks and personalities of each respective character. And it's just a really good BL that I really hope you guys pick up. And also, if you like this one, then you will love all her other works. This is 18 plus, so minors, please do not pick this up. Wait until you're of age, because there are lots of triggering aspects to this, so you be warned. But overall, this is a really good BL, and the next BL that I've picked up is Momo and Manji. So this one is not translated in English yet. I'm not sure when exactly the author and the publishing house are going to decide to translate this into English. But Momo and Manji is set in the Edo period, where there are male prostitutes, and they get service at tea house fronts. And it follows Momo as he basically gets sponsored by Manji so he can leave the tea house and literally understand how one should be loved and how one should be appreciated in a relationship. So this one is really beautiful. The art is chef's kiss. I literally have been following the author's work for this series since 2017, so I'm just excited and elated that I was finally able to pick this up at Kinokuniya. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, but yeah, so this one is so beautiful. I can't wait to get the second volume. I'm not too sure when that one's gonna be available, but the art is really beautiful. This is another manga that I would not suggest for minors. There are lots of triggering aspects to this. There is instances of sexual assault and just different parts of not so great things of being a sex worker in this specific time period in Japan. So I would not suggest this for minors. This is very much 18 plus. There's explicit scenery in here, but if you're of age, I would highly suggest picking this up. You can read the translations online, but please do support the artist by buying the physical copy. And who knows, maybe we will be getting an English translation soon if there is interest and hype for them. Okay, and the last thing that I got from my Kinokuniya run is Chainsaw Man Volume 4. This manga has been out of stock since I want to say April or March, and I have not been able to get it nowhere. So I was very shocked to see 2 rolls full of just volume 4 at the store, and I had to pick it up because I've been looking all over volume 4 since I finished volume 3, and I need to know what happens next. So if you're not too familiar with Chainsaw Man, it follows Denji and his interactions with other devils, and his, I would say, day-to-day life at working at the Devil Extermination division, and so far this is like super good. It's also set in the 90s, so that's really interesting. I didn't know that until I saw someone on Twitter talk about how their clothes are very reminiscent of the 90s, and it all made sense thinking back to all the previous chapters. But yes, if you like horror, action, and just seinen aspects of mangas, then pick up Chainsaw Man. I'm pretty sure you can read this online via Viz Media or the Shonen Jump app, but Chainsaw Man Volume 4 is finally in my hands, and I'm pretty sure I'm getting Volume 5 soon, so look out for a future review on Chainsaw Man, the manga. Okay, and the last thing I got at Kinokuniya is my very first Nendroid. So if you're not familiar with Nendroids, they're basically little figures that come with different facial attachments and body parts, so you can change the position of the figure, be if it's standing, sitting, etc. And I got Gentaro Yumino from the mobile game slash hip-hop anime slash comic, I think, Hypnosis Mike. So I'm just so excited that I got him. He's my favorite member from Fling Posse, and I'm just excited to put him all together and have him just sitting on my shelf. And if you're not familiar with it, you can probably say I'm not too into the whole like universal timeline of it, because there aren't really translations available in English, but from the bits and pieces that I have seen on the Hypnosis Mike fandom on Twitter and TikTok, it's it's basically about the members of each group battling each other, and the whole reason why there is this rap battle is because in this time period, Japan is no longer ruled by men, it's ruled by women. So that's pretty cool, and the only way you can survive is basically by having the best bars. And yeah, I got Gentaro because I really like the voice actor for Gentaro and the music for Fling Posse in general. So yeah, I'm pretty excited that I got the Nendroid, and he will be sitting prettily on my shelf. So that's, I thought that was my last thing, but I also got these buttons from Kinokuniya, and they're it's the character and stand from JoJo Arc 5 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and it's Narancia and his stand, the I can't recall the name, but it's his stand that's an airplane. My favorite character from Arc 5 is Bruno Bucciarati, so I was actually quite sad I didn't get his buttons, but you know, you win some, you lose some, and Narancia is a pretty solid character, so I'm actually glad I got both his character and his stand. And that's basically all I got for Kinokuniya. I do have Kinokuniya. The name is so hard to pronounce, but this is part 1 of my failed attempt at nonewmangamay. I do have another shipment coming from RightStuf Anime with more mangas that I will be showing you all. But that's all for now from me. Comment down below which manga that I show you guys today seems interesting, or if you've heard of it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!